No trace of Typhon shall remain. I draw you down, O moon. Lend me your light.
I harbored such hatred for the Titan Kronos, for all that he had done, for all he put you through. Yet now he himself is working to undo the harm he caused. Such power you possess, to have brought about such change. Night Bloom.
Predictable. Back to the main square. You hungry, Zorafet? One less pylon. Merely a snack.
Shame that the cursed city of Ephira is your first exposure to the splendors of the surface love. It stood in tribute to your mother and your father until Kronos had his way. I still grow angry when I think on it.
There. Felt that.
The wandering dead who cannot find your peace. All yours is not for your despair, but to rejoice.
It'll be all right.
For I can lead you to where you belong. Beneath the earth where death and sleep reside. I bid you ready serve.
See you in the crossroads.
Not seen you in a bit.
Well done.
Together we shine.
Together we shine.
Wanted to mention, Lord Hypno still is slumbering in the crossroads. I tried dream vapors on him to no avail. Can you think of anything more potent, perhaps?
Well, I can think of how to make dream vapors more potent, sorcerers. They practically could rouse the dead. As for that dormant son of Nyx, who knows? But little harm in trying.
Thank you, Lady Medea.
course.
I'm grateful, milady. Show me the surroundings.
See the palace proper, my dear. It's not presentable anyhow. Perhaps by the time your father's house is back in order, ours shall be as well. I quite insist you visit at that point.
You'll be out in no time, Shades.
Returned unto the underworld, my kin. Although I felt quite melancholy at the thought of our war drawing to a close, I am most pleased that the presence of Night Incarnate is more strongly felt again, as well it should.
The hunt begins. Victory! I prevailed. For me. Clean.
You boatman over there, he's one of my best customers, you know. Shows up reliably, knows how to keep his mouth shut. All business, no nonsense.
Moonlight, guide us.
By will of night.
So you can mess with how things work at night? Between the feeling in my gut and the nonsense you've been talking, I can tell you've been up to no good. You some kind of witch.
Since you're finally wising up to our true strength, know that you violate the will of Night herself by standing in my way.
See, there you go again with all the fancy talk. But hey, I could go for a fancy meal just as soon as a tough piece of meat. Maybe you're both. Eat this.
In we go. The bones. As soon as one ship sinks, another rises from the depths. Cheers, Gunny! More? In the name of Hades. All right.
Be right there. What was that? Takes care of that.
Nicely done. The light of the moon.
There really is more to be done then, eh? If the war with Kronos truly ended, it sure doesn't look that way from all these ships. Harpies don't seem any friendlier either.
Some must be zealots still believing that the Titan of Time shall rise again. But we're seeing to it that the threat of Kronos and Typhon can never recur. Just have to retrace my steps to Olympus as part of that process.
So then, alright. Because if what you're saying is I get to keep on flying, and I get to keep on seeing you up here, that doesn't sound so bad to me.
Oh, right. We thought the war ending would mean you'd have to put away your wings. But my father's underworld renovations seem like they'll be going on a long, long time.
Guess I may need to head back to my designated spot eventually. But for now, I'd like to make the most of this. These should work. You're all set.
I'm grateful, Icarus. There's a seasoned sailor. Enjoy Poseidon's depths. Lord Charon's ship. Olympus, I accept this message. Until we meet again. Look upon me. See you in the crossroads? You're in my way. Hear me on my authority. Foremost ship. Nicely done.
Hey, babe. Sure it's dark out there tonight, huh? Even the dead sailors on the Rift look a little spooked. Maybe something's up?
There's fear in the air. You've defied the will of night too often, Eris. This time, I'm not here merely for Olympus, but for you.
You're telling me Nyx put you up to this? Right. She never cared about me, and she's not about to start now.
We never hesitate.
Yeah, burn it all down! Plenty more. That does it!
Mount Olympus. Kaitos. Silence. Thank you. More raptors. Lord Zeus! Mine. You Drakens ought to choose wiser alliances. This mountain's for the gods.
Well fought. Try as I might to consider each possibility, partaking of nectar in the midst of this conflict that we're in is quite unthinkable. Still, it's something to look forward to.
If it's something to look forward to, then it's a greater gift.
Now you are to confront these traces of our great foes, both at the summit and in Tartarus, recreating the path that got you there, as though the possibilities need to align?
That's how our grandfather explains it, more or less. Almost like we're circumventing outcomes in which we might otherwise have failed for one reason or another.
There ought to be very few such outcomes then, for we do not fail, merely take the necessary time to succeed. Your choice? Then make haste. Our family's counting on us.
What are you on about, man? She did what? You're pulling my leg. I don't believe a word of it. Whoa.
Happy feasting, my lord.
Cheers.
Dionysus, won't you at least notify your family members that you're well? Some of them must be concerned for you.
I'm sure I'll get around to it one of these nights, baby, but we're still celebrating your success. You won the war.
I did not personally win the war. We stood together as a family and prevailed. I merely did my part.
And I'm doing my part right now. The others know I'm going to be fine. I just need a little space, what with all the excitement. A little space with all these fabulous guests. Oh, yeah. Stay warm, all right?
Lord Zeus! In the name of Hades. Felt that. Lady Demeter! Enough.
Be on your best behavior now, gorgeous, for I present to you our most resplendent queen. No stranger to the ways of war, or to extinguishing the wretchedness that festers in the hearts of the wicked. Behold, our Lady Hera.
I think we're past the need for such pomp, Aphrodite. But then, more goddesses ought better understand the need to keep appearances, even in troubled times. Especially in troubled times.
This feeling, oh. Titan.
The future is a series of fixed points. Not even my master believes this to be true, but I have seen the many possibilities.
You fill my mind with this nonsense. Not even the three fates know entirely what the future holds, for they are always weaving.
They were always weaving, yes. I know that you know that they weave no longer now. Yet moment by moment the future still unfolds. Let us give shape to it ourselves. Go, Titus.
Try another one, maybe. Shouldn't take too long.
There you are.
Ominous. Here he comes. All right. Oh, good.
Enjoy!
Delivery arrived. Next floor. I don't like either one of you. Not so easy to hunt down, was I? Yes. Special
I
delivery.
have something for you.
A few more floors.
strong under the stars. Thus you have risen.
The trap is set. On the hook. It's a storm gullet. Plankton. Higher up.
How about a resupply?
How's everything with you and Geron been, now that the underworld is no longer under Titan governance?
Oh, it's been great. Which is to say, it hasn't changed too much. You can't go back to ferrying Shades of the Dead until the underworld is up and running like it used to be.
My impression is that may take a while. Father is meticulous about taking stock of everything that's changed and doesn't want to rush into reopening till everything is prepared.
You lost me after doesn't want to rush, honestly, Long as your father knows he's got some helping hands available whenever he may need.
I can remind him if need be. Olympus, I accept this message. By her grace.
misbegotten brute!
Zeus.
Fight on! This was as long as I could stay.
down with Typhon. Another void lens.
This world is filled with monsters large and small, and for the most part, they are not unstoppable, as evidenced by our Dark Princess of the Dead, who thus decides to take a little break.
Return to Shadow now? Another eventful night.